We are commissioned by Lesbian and Gay History Month each year to create what they call an original piece of festival theatre. So that's a piece of theatre that explores normally a forgotten or less well known about part of LGBT history. So some years, like last year, I simply produced the piece, but this year I wrote one of them. So I wrote The Burnley Buggers Ball, and Abby Hines wrote Burnley's Lesbian Liberator, and my company, Ink Brew Productions, produced both. This year we've done The Burnley Buggers Ball, the 1970s pieces, and Burnley's Lesbian Liberator. They are the best attended events for LGBT History Month in the UK. So they have connected with a popular audience. Yeah. I mean, Burnley Buggers Ball and Burnley Lesbian Liberator completely sold out all of the performances. We put in extra. When we did them in Manchester and Liverpool, we had to keep on trying to find extra seats and tickets, and we still had waiting lists for both performances.
The Gay Liberation Front has arrived on its first official visit to Burnley. And we are gay and proud. Say it loud! Gay and proud! Say it loud! Gay and proud! Say it loud!
The writers, Abby and I in this case, have done our homework. You know, we've read all the stuff, we've thought about the stuff, we've worked with historical advisors, and what we're trying to do isn't to recreate the events, but to recreate to convey the meaning of the events, so that when people come to these things, they go away with an understanding.
What do we want? Lesbian liberation! Do we want it now? Friends and comrades, thank you for helping to make our voices heard.
We're aiming to try and make you feel something about the events, and for that feeling to be true to what we know people felt about the events when they happened. And there's a sort of sadness that we felt through the whole production process, really, because you look at Burnley Library, this magnificent sort of building that's been there about 100 years, you know, built with real civic pride. And even as we've been doing the play, bits of it have been closing. Mm-hmm. So, you know, they lost the whole floor. All that the first floor where the meeting happened is all mothballed now and only used for very specific things. And the basement floor, where all the local history was, had all its funding cut while we were doing this. So everything's had to be consolidated just onto that one ground floor. So, you know, you're doing this and you're hoping that it restores the history. You know, these are important events of national significance that people in Burnley didn't seem to have a good knowledge of, and then hopefully they go away with, you know, thinking proud that that's part of the history of the town. But you do feel that sadness that these big civic buildings that mark out the pride that Burnley's had in itself are just losing their funding, really, and being shut down by, you know, they don't want to shut the library per se, but it's so, you know, death by a thousand cuts, really.